Hello, hello, family and friends on Facebook. I know it's been 2 weeks since I've been here. So last week I was participating. Let me just adjust that camera a smidge. Participating in an immersion. And so the company I did my epigenetics coaching with also has another arm that does health immersions. And you can call it a retreat, call it whatever you like. It's very different to, I think, what people talk about when they say retreat. This was a very personalised experience targeting specific things in the retreat and being supported the whole time through. So, one of the things that I've learned on entering the immersion, the experience, I was still pretty wound. Now, I've done a lot of work over numerous years in with stress and with chronic stress and the effects that it's had on my body. And what I found was, I was actually going to get an elastic band. What I found was, I guess I can use my hand instead. Instead of, if you call this our normal coping, so ideal functioning, at resting state, all of that sort of thing, what I found was my body had been slightly elevated, and that had become my normal baseline. And even though I'd done lots of work towards relaxing, relaxing my nervous system, my central nervous system, my peripheral nervous system, over 17 years, more than 17 years worth, I was still, I don't know if you can see that, I was still quite tense. And so I went along to retreat or the immersion, and I have difficulty walking on my right leg, particularly if I've been sitting for any length of time or I've been standing for any length of time. I tend to get some swelling, and it makes it difficult for my leg to function. And I have up the chain, I have problems with my hip and my back as well. With the intense treatment that I received at the immersion, I can now walk without any issue. I came back on my flight because it was held overseas. I came back on my flight. I sat for, 5, 6 hours, whatever it was. And I got up and I just walked. Previously, sitting for more than half an hour, I get up and I'm almost like I'm 90 years old and creaky, and I get up and it takes me a while to get my leg working so I can walk properly. And now I can just get up and walk. So what I found was, in knowing that my body had a higher level of stress as a baseline, I've now been able to reduce that so that I've come back to normal stress, to a normal operating baseline. And when I talk to you about stress, and I talk to you about, those little insidious issues of slightly holding yourself a little bit more tense, that heartbeat going up a little bit more, breathing a little less deeply, all of those things that stress causes. It also affects your central and your peripheral nervous system. So when I say central nervous system, I'm talking about your spine and the nerves that come out of it that go to your arms and your legs, and everywhere around your body. So I want to use this, I guess, as a personal. I've been dealing with this for a long, long time. I would look back over my life and I'd have to say I've been dealing with it for at least 30 odd years. Stress and varying levels of stress. And when your body gets to a point where it's been coping, and then things start to not cope. So it usually presents with autoimmune disorders, with high blood pressure, with some heart problems. There's all these insidious little things that start to present that can be linked back to unrelieved stress. So if you are putting on weight, if you find that your mind is foggy, if you find that you're feeling stressed all the time, that tension all the time, I beg you, do something about it. Life doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to spend years and years and thousands of dollars to wind it back, prevent it in the first place, and live a happier, more fulfilled life. I can't begin to tell you how much gratitude I have now that I'm out of pain. I don't seem to have a baseline of pain going through my everyday anymore, which means that I don't have doctor's appointments all the time, or I don't have health treatment appointments all the time. It's made an incredible change to my life, and I would really love for you to take away and take into the weekend, how could you do it better? How could you look after your body while still doing the things that you want to do in life? Are your goals your goals, or are they things that you've inherited from somebody else or soaked up from somebody else? Is it really what you want? And are you looking after yourself in the process? Now, these are deep questions, then actually not for a superficial answer of, yeah, of course I'm looking after myself. If you're feeling stressed, you are not looking after yourself, or chronically stressed. You need to find a way to relieve that stress. And that way is different for every single person. And the immersion I went on treated my stress as the individual I am. So we use the profile that's generated out of the AI platform we use. All of that information came in with supporting my body with nutrition, with communication in a way that was most effective with my mind, procedures and treatments that are most effective to my body. So personalised is the way to go. And if I can urge you, if anything comes out of my experience that resonates with you, please seek help. And when I say seek help, I mean from a holistic practitioner, not to diss GPs, not to diss our conventional health practitioners, but reach out to somebody who will look at lifestyle. Reach out to somebody who will look at not only your physical health and your mental health, but they'll look at your lifestyle. And they won't treat just one thing. They will treat you within the lifestyle, within your environment. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there and leave you to think on that one. If you have any questions about the immersion or the retreat, if you have any questions about my experience to see if it's similar to yours, please reach out. I'm very happy to have a chat. And if I can help, great. If I can plant some seeds that make you think, awesome. Or otherwise, have the most incredible weekend. All right. Take care, and I'll see you here next Thursday. Bye for now.